And here comes your sensing part. Your sensing technology plays very important part, because again, yes, whatever device you have, you need to know that, let's say I have a temperature sensor. How am I going to interface that temperature sensor? Now forget that. First you need to think that what type of temperature sensor do I need to use, because there will be a lot of temperature sensors available in the market. What are the design aspects that we need to consider, so that that will be suitable for your requirement? That should be the first question. Then based on that, we can go further and see like how we are going to interface the sensor, what type of sensor we are going to use, what parameter of the sensor we should consider, like the efficiency, like the temperature range, like the resolution of the sensor, the durability of the sensor, and then what feature the sensor has. Feature in the sense, some sensor have memory in it, and some sensor have some small controlling protocol in it. So it is not basically a sensor. You can actually store the data inside sensor also. So this is just an example that I'm giving you, like in terms of the feature. So why, how are you going to design it, and that, and there the sensing technology comes, and it really plays an important part. And why I've put it this, because you take any embedded systems, you will definitely find out that at least one feature is related on sensing techniques. So that is the reason why we need to learn sensing technology. So here I've given you one very relatable example, that is your COVID-19. And you already know that nowadays the entire world is suffering from COVID-19, and it is really difficult for everyone. And yes, we have a lot of people to appreciate for it, like doctors and the other medical research companies and organizations who are really doing great jobs, and hands off to them. And we really hope that this should we should get from this over very soon. So yes, during this pandemic, a lot of people are engaged, like how do we cure about this virus. And to cure it, first we need to understand all the parameters, like when it goes inside human body, what happens to your human body. Then only you will be able to understand, to have a solution for the problem. So it is like, to giving solution for a particular problem, you need to have a clear picture of your requirement. So for that, doctors and researchers have found out that the COVID positive patients, they faces breathing difficulties. So at some stages, their oxygen level goes down, and that oxygen level is unpredictable, which means you cannot predict. If you have 10%, 10 positive COVID patients, then it is very difficult to determine that the decrement of oxygen level is steady. It depends on a given person's immune system. So based on the immune system of a person, it varies. If the immune system of a person is very weak, so there is a chance that you can have, or you can see droppage in the oxygen level very fast or very vigorous. And for this, if let's say we have a hospital and we have more than 500 patients in it, it is very, very, very difficult to monitor each and every person's oxygen level, and to have this report that yes, for particular patients the oxygen level is going down and they need medical support. So for that, definitely we need a lot of manpower. If we have 500 patients, it is very difficult to manage also. So why not to develop a device, why not to have a portable embedded device which keeps on actually monitoring your temperature. I have actually missed one point here. You can add temperature sensor, oxygen and heart rate, and all these features we can monitor with one embedded device. And actually we can have one networking in it, so that all these devices will be connected wirelessly to my local network of that particular hospital. So that, let's say I have 500 patients, so I have small device which you can put it inside your finger, or you can wear it as a wristband. It depends on how we want to design it. And we can assign that particular device to each and every patient. So, and we can have a monitoring system. So like, let's say after every 1 hour or after every 30 minutes, it will calculate temperature of the person, and it will calculate the oxygen level of the person. It will calculate the heart rate beats per minute of the patient, and it will keep on storing in our network. And we will be having one supervisor which will monitor, like which patient's oxygen level, temperature, and the heart rate is proper, and whose is going down and up. So we can create one critical alerts as well. Like we can set one threshold in that. We can have something like, if the system will notify us that, okay, out of 500 patient number 5, patient number 10, let's say patient number 100, their oxygen level is going below 80 or below 70. It's just like what threshold level is set. So it is very easy to cure them, and it is very, easy for the medical institution, to look into and to have a proper system. And for that we need very less manpower as well, because again, more manpower means maintaining social distancing, and the other maintenance would be very high. So instead of that, we can have a product and which have a lot of sensors, which have a lot of medical related sensors, and by this way we can definitely solve this problem. So yes, this is the reason why we need sensing technology. This is just an example which I have given you. This was the requirement. We have worked on it. We have analyzed, or someone else has given this analysis. Let's say this was our requirement, and based on that, we developed something which is related to sensing techniques. So yes, this is the reason why we need to understand sensing techniques. If let's say you join a company, or if you want to join a company, and if they give you this project, let's say by God's grace, if you get the same project, then let's say you have all these basics already with you. If you have already learned all the sensing techniques, how to interface sensor, how to acquire data, how to process data, what algorithm to put, and how to write a code in terms of hardware and in terms of software, how to design it, then it will be really benefit. It will be really beneficial for you to have a better career and to have very in-depth knowledge of your embedded system. So that is the reason why you need to have sensing techniques, and why you need to study sensing techniques in embedded systems. This is all about our sensing